Welcome my dear friend. In this video, we are going to fix this UEFI or startup.nsh error in Virtualbox. Solution 1. Disable EFI option in Virtualbox. First of all, please go ahead and power off the machine. In the main Virtualbox Manager window, right-click exactly on the VM that has this problem. Select Settings. Go to System. Down below over here, we have a checkbox for EFI. EFI is the advanced form of BIOS, and we should enable it only if the disk was specifically written for EFI. Please go ahead and try disabling this. Click on OK to save these changes. Let's start the machine. Wow, it fixed my issue. I wish it would work for you as well. If not, please continue with the second solution. Solution 2. Manually locate and load the .efi boot file. This is macOS guest installation, but the steps are perfectly same for any operating system. Over here, you would see all your storage devices listed with specific FS number. The number of FS entries and order of it may differ for your case. It mainly depends on 3 factors. 1. Storage devices attached to your VM. 2. The number of partitions created in your virtual hard disk. 3. The guest operating system. Now the toughest challenge in our hand is locating the bootable file from these FS entries. Try to make some best guesses. If you have already installed the operating system in the hard disk, you should try to locate the bootable file at one of the FS numbers. Those are mapped with hard disk partitions. Hard disk partitions can be identified by the keyword HD. On the other hand, if you are trying to install the operating system from CD drive, please try to locate it from the FS number that's mapped to your CD drive. These are some of the common places where you can look for .efi boot file. Let's assume I am installing the OS for the first time in this VM, so I should open my CD drive, which is FS7 in my case. If you exactly know the full path and name of the .efi file, you can type it directly. However, if you are not sure, please use ls command to list the contents. Use cd command to get into the directories displayed above. Finally, I could locate my .efi boot file. Please remember, this directory path and the EFI file name may be different for your case. Just type the .efi file name and hit enter to execute it. We have now successfully booted from my CD drive. Let's now assume that I have already installed the OS. In this case, I should try to locate the bootable file at one of the FS numbers mapped with hard disk partitions. Let me go ahead and try first hard disk partition, which is FS0 in my case. As shown already, you can use sequence of ls and cd commands if you're not sure about the exact .efi path and file name. Those who know already can directly type. Please go ahead and hit enter to execute the same. That's all. I have successfully landed in my login screen. I have provided 2 extra tips which would help most of you, so please watch the video until the end. I hope it was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel.